Although I don't have many subscribers, I know a lot about this game. This video is not for people with a short attention span due to endless scrolling, but for those whose IQ is more than 110. Today, I am going to explain why most people fail when playing as Russia, and end up being humiliated by others. I will share the most effective strategy for forming the Soviet Union, which succeeds in 95% of cases. Let's begin with Russia's weaknesses, though they are few. Firstly, its neighborhood to China and a relatively smaller initial economy compared to some other superpowers due to the absence of a starting ideology. This isn't a significant drawback, as Russia could have democracy as its starting ideology, which would destroy Russia and no one would play it. Nonetheless, China can potentially become a valuable ally, assisting in defending against European threats. Now, onto Russia's strengths, and there are plenty of them. A 4 million manpower, ranking as the 5th largest army, possessing the largest amount of resources in the game, especially when considering the combined resources of Kazakhstan and Russia, which account for half of all resources on the planet available. Advantageous terrain and location. But most importantly, an overpowered formidable. The Soviet Union stands as the game's strongest nation, capable of surpassing even China if played strategically. While playing as Russia, similar to other countries, certain issues may rise. For instance, about 50% of these issues involve China immediately annexing Kazakhstan and then attacking you to form the Qing dynasty. In such cases, the only solution is to resort to diplomatic means by purchasing or trading the necessary land. For example, they give you Kazakh, you form, and then you give Far Eastern Republic and some more other cities China needs. However, rarely aggressive 9-year-olds might decline your offer and spam at you with millions of infantry units. In response, you mirror them, spam infantry as much as you can, scorch everything and eventually leave. Another major issue arises when the German Empire or another powerful European nation attempts to rush you. To counter this, closely observe Europe and safeguard your European border by constructing fortifications and deploying tanks for control and defense. Now, let's delve into doctrines, research, justifying, and ideology. With the major update in December 2023, the old doctrines revamped. Massed attack has now emerged as the weakest doctrine, making maneuver warfare the top choice for additional attack bonuses, followed by grand battle plan due to its increased military power gain. Subsequently, I recommend acquiring Steel Division and then focusing on aerial doctrines. Presently, mass production stands as the most favorable due to the modular construction offering incredible benefits, slashing aircraft costs and recruitment times by half. Let's talk about research and ideology. When researching, focus on improving tax collection 1 and factory output 1, followed by tax collection 2 initially. Then, aim for reducing government waste and tackling corruption because communism got a big hit due to added corruption mechanics. As for ideology, it's best to go for socialism and communism because of Russia's huge resource wealth. Is there anyone who even chooses nationalism when playing as Russia? And finally, justification. As soon as you spawn in, justify on Kazakhstan and Estonia, then Latvia and Lithuania, Belarus and Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan, Georgia and Moldova, Tajikistan and Turkmenistan, and lastly Azerbaijan and Armenia. This is the most effective and fastest way to form Soviet Union. Now it's time for an actual gameplay. As I already mentioned, immediately justify on Kazakhstan and Estonia, get economic improvements, tax collection 1 and factory output 1, bring infantry on the same cities as shown on the video. Then build 1 electronic, 1 fertilizer, 1 steel and 1 motor factories. When the infantry arrives, set auto merge on off, and split the stacks into 4s, create 3 military groups, but not necessary since you have no military power for leaders. Get doctrine, maneuver warfare and get ready for war. Lure home guards by capturing this city and set all of your infantries on auto capture. Do the same for Estonia and just wait. I was lucky that China didn't invade Kazakhstan. But later on another surprise will happen. Add one motor and some civilian factories if you have money, wait some more seconds and white piece both of them. That will give you enough money to buy 4,000 tanks. Also don't forget to bring your Kazakh infantry to the square city, later on we will train them on mountains. Continue justifying and declaring wars in the same order as I said in part 3. It's time to reveal the surprise. India has taken Uzbekistan and as I said, I offered him to buy that land. He wanted to move his troops through the Russia, so I traded my alliance with Uzbekistan and finally formed the Great Soviet Union. After this, I recommend to build as many factories and mines as you can. That will make your income 5 times more than it was before. Build a strong air force and upgrade your research tab. Continue your expansion to the Europe, Middle East, or Caucasia. That's all for today. Please subscribe to my channel, that will motivate me to continue making new videos. Happy New Year and bye.